Well, hello, welcome back to another episode of Snapshots and Stories. I'm your host, Paul Owen, and tonight we have a really special guest for me, and I think a special guest for you once you get to know Rebecca a little bit. Rebecca Carrigan, actually, we met, I don't know, it's been probably about 2 years ago now, I'd say.
Yes. Yeah, right after I
So
first moved here.
yeah. I tell you, it's funny. We'll get into that story in a little bit. But anyway, but Rebecca has a company called Secura Blue Studios, and you look that up while we're chatting away, and you can look at all the different things that Rebecca does. I've got her website up now. I'm just going to post it up here. Second, I'm just going to bring it up. Just give me 1 second. So there it is. There. Just bear with me 1 second so I can make it large. So this is Rebecca's web page, and Rebecca does a lot of things. Rebecca does publishing. She's an author. She does design and film. She's a filmmaker, and she does events. Rebecca does everything,
Yeah.
and she does photography, and that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. I wanted to start out showing you her website first, and so you can see where she is. And I'm just going to scan down a couple of the pages, Rebecca. Bear with me.
Sure.
So she has a whole section on graphic design, on her photography services, so you can sample some of her work, for film production. And if you need help putting things together in terms of if you need a website or any kind of work like that, Rebecca does
Mhm.
all kinds of stuff. But what we're excited to talk to Rebecca tonight is about her photography. So let me just
Mhm.
bring us back up here, and we're back. All right. So welcome, Rebecca. Thank you so
Yes,
much
thank you.
for coming on the show.
Mhm.
I'm excited to talk to you about your photography because your photography is kind of specialized.
Yes.
Not like doing the norm. Like a lot of us will go out and we'll shoot portraits and family
Mhm.
pictures and all those other things.
Yeah.
But because of your background in film,
Mhm.
which is another thing that Rebecca did, you got into shooting photography for actors. So
Yes.
actor headshots. Now,
Mhm.
actor headshots are quite a little bit different than the
Yeah.
headshots that we would do, say, for a corporation. So I'm going to
Mhm.
pass that over to you now, and you can kind of explain a little bit about that.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely a different industry. I started out very young taking photos. I always had a camera on me. I was always the kid that had a little snapshot camera. I loved portraits of people. I was really into portraits, but it wasn't just a general photo that I was taking. I was looking at angles and making creative works of art because I grew up watching movies. A
Mhm.
lot of what I'm taking pictures of is a cinematic kind of look. And I did that as a child. So the difference in photography for actor headshots, anybody can take a nice photo. There's a lot of great photographers out there.
Mhm.
But actor headshots, you really need to make sure that you hire a photographer that knows the industry. Actor headshots are usually done by a photographer that is in the industry, and they usually specialize only in actor headshots
Mhm.
because they know what casting directors are looking for. They know
Mhm.
how to create a character. They know what's currently filming. They know what directors are going to look at. But the biggest thing is they know the casting industry and what's happening currently because it changes every year. Like when I started out acting, it was all about the sepia. But before me, it was the black and white headshots.
Mhm.
And then after the sepia became the color, but it was a lot of makeup and stuff. And now it's very much the natural photos, but they want to see you looking like a character already. So you
Okay.
have to know your looks, what you could fit in, what's currently filming. And that's what that photographer is going to bring out when they're looking at you. They're going to ask you, what roles do you want to go for? But
Mhm.
they're also going to say, I see where you fit in the industry and what you could go for. So I'm going to shoot you this way and this way. So partial is the actor wanting certain headshots because they want to go for certain roles, but you also have to understand what kind of look you are. For me, I could never go for the bubbly, airheady girl because I'm too tomboyish. Yeah, it's what I am. So even no matter what great photo I had taken of myself, I'll never get that bubbly role. So that's why this This photographer really has to know the industry, and they're usually following the current trends with what
Yeah.
casting is looking for. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the
So,
difference in the headshots.
so if I'm a young actor
Hmm.
and I need I'm coming to you because uh, probably because I have an opportunity to work in a movie or a
Yeah.
commercial or
Hmm.
something, and what they're looking for is a certain type.
Hmm.
And so I'm saying to you, this is what the role is. Do I have to dress
Hmm.
that part? Are you trying to create a character
Um,
for that role, or are you just trying to create a character that looks like they can be a few different things?
So what we usually do when we shoot a person, we usually look at the different variety of roles they could play. The
Hmm.
bad boy, the Hallmark look, the girl
Right.
next door. So we look at those roles and we try to take a photo in each one of those areas. And then when you audition for a film, so say it is for a show like Degrassi High, you're
Hmm.
going to pick the photo that you have that looks the youngest, most high schoolish. You're not going
Okay.
to fit the photo that looks, you're not going to pick the photo that looks stronger. The same with if you're going for a cop role, you're going to pick the photo that looks the strongest for you to submit for that audition. So
Okay.
usually you get a handful of different photos to
Hmm.
submit, and you have to choose the right photo for the right audition.
Okay. So if I'm coming to
Mhm.
you as an actor, then
Yeah.
I'm expecting rather to probably dress two or three different ways.
Yes, I usually ask actors, I usually have a phone call with them first. I kind of talk about what roles they want to go for, what they've done,
Hmm.
and then I ask them to bring a certain amount of clothing. Now, rules with headshots are usually no loud patterns, no logos.
Hmm.
We try and keep things plain, and we try and get a variety, jackets, like tank tops, different things like that.
Okay.
Um, yeah, so we do usually bring usually 3 to 5 different looks.
Wow. Okay. So
Mhm.
listen, why don't we take a look at one of
Sure.
those images, and then you can kind of we'll talk about the image once it's up on the screen,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
it'll
Yeah.
give everybody a little bit better idea what we're
Yeah.
discussing.
And I can explain after too the difference and if you're just starting out and you don't have your headshots yet, what you can do.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
Yeah. So I will do a share screen here.
So while you're
Okay.
getting that up and running, just to let people know that you had lived out in Vancouver for a while, and I
Mhm.
think that's where you got your film start. I think, wasn't it?
Yes, as an actor in Vancouver.
Okay, so coming out east and with that sort of stuff, that must
Mhm.
be quite a different a different well, and we're in a different we're on the other side of the country. So what
Yes.
are the differences out in Vancouver? I'm assuming because Vancouver is kind of like
Yes.
Canada Hollywood, I guess, isn't it?
It is. It's Hollywood North. Yeah. It
Okay.
is the biggest industry in Canada for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what are we looking
Yeah.
at?
Yeah, so it's definitely very big, different industry here, but just I'll give you some ideas here so you can see the difference.
Okay.
So here's Mammy. She is a brand new actor. She's from Japan, and she was getting this is her very first headshot session. She's very obviously traditional Japanese, so she wanted to make sure that she could play some normal roles, but also she wanted to be considered for some Japanese themed roles because obviously she's fluent in the language and has a lot of the customs, you know.
Hmm.
So she has a very strong look. So we definitely put her in a business look first because she can play that business mom or boss lady, as you can see here.
Yeah. Okay.
So this one's a little more corporatey looking because that's for this type of role, you know.
Oh, okay.
Now, so that's her first look. Now, Mammy is also a very gentle person when you meet her.
Oh,
So
wow.
this is her very cutesy. She could go in the girl next door or a drama, you know, romance or something like that.
Yeah.
So very, you know, kind-hearted person. So this is her other look.
So can I ask a question at this stage? Just
Yes, definitely.
having seen both of those photos now,
Hmm.
she looks so much more
Innocent.
mature, more
Hmm.
mature in the first photo for obvious reasons because
Yes.
she's a business looking, more
Yep.
professional, but also
Hmm.
it aged her. So
Yes.
if I'm a potential employer for this type of look, it shows me first of
Yep.
all that she can look a little older and she can also look a
Yes.
little younger.
Yes, and that's the one thing with casting is they always say, "Do not tell your age," because the casting director will decide what age you are by looking at you.
Okay, okay.
Yes, so when you apply for jobs, when they put a casting up and they say, "We're looking for someone early 20s looking, da 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 da," you don't have to be in your 20s to apply for it. You just have to look like you're in your 20s.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, so like Mammy here, she's actually mid 40s.
Oh my gosh, really? In that
Yeah.
shot?
Yes, she is. Yeah,
Wow,
she looks so young here, right?
absolutely.
And so casting, that's why if you've ever seen shows like, you know, Dawson's Creek or any of those early 2000 movies and TV shows, they're usually 30-year-olds playing high school kids. So
Isn't
never
that something?
expose your age.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, that's really
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, so this is her innocent one. But if you look at this one, it's really interesting. She
Oh my
is
goodness.
definitely a very strong look here, right?
Yeah.
I see this one as maybe she's a drug boss. Maybe she's one of those, I don't know, she's just got a stronger don't mess with her kind of look here.
Does she ever? You know what she looks like
Yeah.
to me? She looks to
Hmm.
me like a really tough neighborhood mom.
Yes. Don't mess with her.
Don't, yeah, exactly.
And
Wow.
her personality, really, when you meet her, she can do all three areas. Like she's not afraid to do all three. And that's what's great too when you meet actors. You get to know their personality, which is why I have a phone call first. She
Hmm.
can definitely pull it off. You don't want to take photos of yourself in certain ways if you can't do it.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So she's a great example of someone that could play a few different roles and
Yeah.
ages, like you said.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So now when you
Absolutely.
shot Manny, um, after you had the conversation, what was this the choice of wardrobe that she was to bring?
She chose her wardrobe. I explained kind of the different looks. She explained to me the types of roles she wanted to go for.
Okay.
And she just brought me a whole bunch of stuff, and I pieced together the outfits that I felt would make her look best.
Okay. Fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. I like to go off of what they're comfortable in as well, but I
Hmm.
also know, like, spaghetti tops and stuff like that usually aren't welcomed in headshots. They don't wanna see spaghetti tops or crop tops or things like
Hmm.
that. They don't want you
Yeah.
to look, because they already know you don't have to do too much work. They can look at you in a nice basic tank top and say, "Oh, she'll be a pretty girl at a party," or they could rough you up to look stronger. You just need to give them a little bit of an idea. You don't
Okay.
have to do the full thing. Yeah.
All right.
For sure. Yeah. So let's go on to Kieran here. She's really great. She's got a very unique look, another brand new actor.
Okay.
So again, this is her general kind of mom. I feel like she could be in a Hallmark movie kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. She could. Very
Yes.
soft. Yeah.
Yeah. And really, when you're looking at headshots too, it's very important to have either a great texture behind your person or the tones you have to watch for too. When you're doing different skin tones, you really have to look at the backgrounds and stuff you're putting them against.
Yeah.
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 And
Well, that one.
one thing with headshots is you will never see like a garden scene. You won't see someone sitting in a park or something. Headshots are never like that. They're usually either a creative, strong, solid background, or they're usually a city look. A lot of headshot photographers will shoot you in the city. I like to shoot mine in natural areas.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's her first look. So that's Karen there. But she's also got this look, which I actually really like.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
quite different.
It's
Yeah.
very
And it's,
different.
yeah. And what's unique about her too is her culture, right? You don't see someone with this culture doing these types of roles too much.
Hmm.
So she's definitely a rarity for someone to cast, which is really
Okay.
exciting. Yeah. Yeah.
So what's her personality like in
She
real
is
life?
it's funny because when I met her, she's very reserved and very professional. She wants to do things right in the right way. but put her in an outfit like this and she is ready to have some fun. Like she has a split personality, but it does not come out until she's in that
Oh,
zone.
okay.
So she surprised me. I actually did not expect her to pull out this outfit.
so so she's a natural actor.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, she's very interesting. So I'm going to go down here to Alicia because she's really great. She's a native actress in Vancouver.
Okay.
It's really great when you find native actresses because it's really hot right now with a lot of the shows. She's got a great look, very solid, confident personality. She's a great looking girl, just
Yeah.
really nice person. Yeah, I love this. It could be anywhere from a college student, a scary movie, the girl next door, a love story. This picture alone could get her a lot of roles.
Yeah. Now the background you
Yeah.
chose there.
Yeah, this is a parking lot. It's an underground garage parking lot, and it just bounced off her skin and what she was wearing so beautifully.
Yeah. No, everything is just so balanced
Yeah.
on that image, isn't it?
Yeah, you'd be surprised doing headshots like when you get a grungy background or steel bars or a alley with, graffiti, they look the best. They really look the best. So I usually look for really grungy
Okay.
areas.
All right.
Yeah. So that's her little innocent look. And she's also got this look, which I love as well. Now, this one's much different. This one I call her Degrassi High look
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
because very high schooly, right?
Yeah.
Now, she doesn't normally wear her hair in a ponytail, but I asked her to put it up for a few photos because I said it just makes you look so young.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. And again, another totally different background.
very different. Yep, this was just a cage on a store window.
So
Yeah.
now when you shoot like in the case with this gal here,
Mhm.
you shot her. I know you've got a few different looks for her.
Yep.
How long a session would you have taken to do all these looks?
Usually I get them to arrive. I like to do early morning shoots. We get together, we get their looks together, and we're usually out for probably 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 hours out in the city. And then they usually get their headshots within a week or so afterwards.
So when you do that, do you just go randomly somewhere, or do you already have some predetermined locations?
I have a lot of locations that I really like. I'm always scouting new locations. That's why when I meet with them on the phone first, I usually ask for them to send me a photo of themselves so I can start pre-planning where I'm going to go with them based
Okay.
on their look. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a very good
Now you
question because that is exactly what I do. I'm always looking for great locations.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I just noticed that all of your photos had different backgrounds, and because of
Hmm.
that, and when you shoot a whole bunch of people, you don't want to repeat the background. So I'm not seeing a
Absolutely.
lot of repeats. I'm not seeing any repeats yet. So
Yeah, some of them I do use. I have a few walls that I really love that just look great on everybody, and I will
yeah,
use them for certain looks, but I do try to change it up.
yeah.
Yeah. So
So
this one's a
again,
little more mature. Yeah, I like this one a lot.
yeah, this is really cool.
Yeah, she will land a lot of roles like with this. It just pops so much. It shows her fun personality.
She
She's a
she
little
looks
more
like a young
outgoing.
professional uh, uh, on during off time
Yes. Yeah,
in this
absolutely.
in this particular scene or this shot. Yeah,
Yeah, very much more of a mature look too, right?
yeah,
Compared
absolutely.
to her other one.
Yeah.
Now this one is her other type of look, which I really like.
Okay.
This is a stronger one. You could put her in like a dark angel or a vampire show or something. They just
Yeah.
by seeing this look, they could see where they could take her to.
Yeah. I could see her
Yeah,
taking control of a situation when it got out of hand.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's the
Yep.
look she's got.
She could either be a badass cop, maybe a fighter. I mean, she could also just be that kid on the street that causes trouble, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's 4
Yeah.
looks from her. Do you have
Yeah.
any more
Yeah.
from her?
Yeah.
That's
She's got
fantastic.
honestly great ones. She just every shot I did with her, she looked great in every photo.
Yeah,
It was
yeah, I can
it was a
see.
little crazy. Now, I will go down to Cameron here because she's a little different.
Okay.
So, Cameron is a local actor here in Fredericton.
Mhm.
Yeah, and she does a lot of theater. She actually does a lot of those Halloween haunts. She plays very creepy creatures and stuff.
Oh,
You won't believe
okay.
when she's all made up. It's insane.
Okay.
But she also has a very innocent look to her.
Hmm.
So I wanted to shoot her with other roles in mind, to give her
Yep.
a little bit of a wider range. But I do know she loves the stronger, creepier roles.
Yeah.
So she's a
So
little
there's a
more, yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to ask a question because of what you said, that
Mhm.
she's in theater, and so she
Yes.
would, if she takes on a lot of different roles. When you
Mhm.
invite them to do the shoot, or they, however you guys meet to do your shoot or meet each other, um,
Mhm.
do do they have to be made up,
Yeah, so I don't usually do theater headshots, but Cameron wanted to get into film.
right?
So these were going to be her film headshots. But usually, when an actor comes, I ask them to come with a base foundation on and their hair freshly washed and gently styled. So then, when they
Okay,
get here, what we do is I ask them to bring their makeup. I can usually help with hair and makeup. I assist them in kind of creating the look, but not too much. And then we style the hair. Now, we don't go crazy because there's one thing that they hate is when people style their hair, like if you have straight hair like Cameron, they don't want to
mm,
see a headshot where your hair is all curly and all fancied up because that's
okay,
not you.
okay.
Yeah. So it's hard for actors to realize that. I do have a lot of actors that show up with their hair just to the nines and a lot of makeup on,
So
but it's
so
not a beauty shoot.
in that same vein, then, if somebody has some imperfection,
Mhm.
and do you try to hide it, or do you have to show it because you're going to see it eventually?
For general, like if someone has a pimple or there's something that got on their skin, that they're having a reaction, I can clean those up because makeup's gonna go over that anyways. But
Right.
anything like beauty moles or scars or things like that, it's best to leave those
Okay.
as they are because no matter what, if they want to remove it, they will cover it up. But they like to know where you have things. The same with tattoos. Cameron does have tattoos from her elbows to her wrist on both
Okay.
arms.
Okay.
So it's best to leave those on because if they hire you, they don't want to be surprised that
Right.
you have sleeve tattoos that they need to cover. It's best to just tell them.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't cover any of that, but I
Okay.
will fix general blemishes and, bags under the eyes and stuff like that because you do want it to be a very film-esque look.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's a great little actress. I just actually used her in a short film of my own. So,
Oh, okay. So this is her
yeah.
again.
Yep. This is her again. This is a little
Totally different look.
stronger for her. Yeah.
Much, yeah, very much so.
Yes. Yeah. So I really like her personality. She's got a very strong, edgy personality, but it's really funny when you meet her in person. She's very meek and quiet.
Isn't that funny, eh?
It's
It's
hilarious.
it's like Johnny Carson. He was the most afraid to be around people and in
Yeah.
public, but yet when he
Hmm.
was on the show, the most confident man you think you'd ever met in your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Funny.
Now, I'll give you this one here. This is Ray. He's also a Fredericton actor.
Hmm.
He's got a nice, strong look here. He does theater, but he's breaking into film here too. He just
Okay.
actually has done a few little things here, but I like his look. He's a unique look. Um, yeah, so he's got a good variety that he can play. But I went
Be,
from this one for his. Oh, sorry.
Okay, before you go from that one, I want to ask you something about that because I'm seeing
Hmm.
a lot of this in you. The consistency that I'm seeing in your photographs is the lighting that you're using,
Yes.
and it appears most of these are natural light.
Yes, I always shoot natural light all the
Oh,
time.
okay.
Yeah, I love a natural light, and that's why I always go out in the mornings, and I love an overcast day. It just creates the best photos.
Yeah, it's the softest, most even light, and
Yeah, yeah. I'll do one or two headshots like Mammy's professional one was done in the studio with studio lighting and stuff, but I as much as I can I like to do natural ones. So I usually don't do too many headshot sessions through winter.
mhm. Yeah, right.
It's
Too
always a
cold.
spring, summer, fall thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's got a kind of a Goldblum look, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's got a
really,
great
really
look.
great look. Yeah.
Mhm. And then this one is a little more softer for him. He's a little more friendly college guy,
Oh my
you know.
gosh, what a change.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
You know
very
what's interesting is I have a model that I shoot quite often now,
Mhm.
and when she smiles, she loses about 10 years,
Oh,
and
wow.
and she lights the room up. But when she's not smiling, I don't mean grimacing, but just not smiling,
Yeah.
it's just like you don't even know it's the same person.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
and not that I'm saying that with this fellow, but I get that
Mm.
same sense of character that
Yeah.
the shot that you did before and this particular one now,
Mhm.
I'm getting that same sort of thing where wow, this is like a major shift in personality, right?
Absolutely, and he had a few that were even stronger that were just like he looked like trouble in some pictures,
Yep.
but you meet him in real life and he's the most friendliest guy, you know? So
He looks
I
like the guy that would give me my coffee at Starbucks.
yeah,
You know,
exactly.
just a real happy, just a great guy. That's
He really
amazing.
is. Yeah, it's really
So
interesting.
so we got about 4 minutes to go.
Okay.
And as I told you, can actually if you want to just stop sharing for now.
Yep, no
And,
problem.
I told you the half hour go by quick, didn't I?
Absolutely.
It goes so fast. But when you're talking about something that you love,
Yeah.
and something that's as interesting as this, yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, we have just sort of brushed off the top of the
Yeah.
iceberg with this one.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice, Rebecca, if maybe sometime you might want to come back and share some more
Sure.
about
Yeah.
what you're doing, what you've done, because there's so many
Mhm.
questions that I would just love to ask you, but I just want to look at all the photos because they're all so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I
You
can
know,
only suggest that, like, when you're getting actor headshots done, that you really have someone that really knows the industry because
yeah,
ultimately that great headshot is what's going to get you in the door for the audition. It's not going to get you the role, but it's going to get you in the door, which is the
yeah,
hardest part.
yeah.
Hmm.
So again, so when people want to find you, especially now that we know that you're actually local, which is really
Yes.
nice. You know, I think if you hadn't have said you're in the Fredericton area, people might still think you're out in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Um, but you're right here, and so anybody watching in this area in the Maritimes, if you
Hmm.
need some acting headshots, if that's what you do,
Hmm.
contact Rebecca, and of course you can get her at Secura Blue Studios or securabluestudios.ca. Look her up,
Yeah.
find out who she is, and talk with
Mhm.
her. And from my personal experience, she's an absolutely wonderful human being, and we've gotten to know each other quite a little bit. And we didn't get to tell the story about how we met, but maybe the next time around we'll talk about that as
You
well.
got it.
Yeah. So,
Absolutely.
what do we got left here? Okay. So, for those folks on YouTube, and let me get my little thing up here again. There we go.
Mhm.
So, if you want to see more stories and see us talking with more people like Rebecca, or if you know somebody who you think may be interesting that might you would like to see on the show, send in
Mhm.
your information to snapshots and stories at outlook.com, and I answer the emails immediately, almost the same day. And so, anytime you would like to have somebody come on like that, please do. If you got
Mhm.
some photos that you want to share with us, just send them in. And if you have some photos that you would like to have, maybe looked at and say, hey, you know what, I shot this picture, but maybe I could use because we do some editing on this show as well. So
Mhm.
all kinds of things. So again, anything that you can think of that based on photography, snapshots and stories at outlook.com, send that in.
Mhm.
Thank
Yeah.
you for Rogers TV for carrying us. Thank you for YouTube for all your YouTube viewers. And if you are a YouTube viewer, please hit that like and hit that share and subscribe. It'll help us grow this channel and we can get to reach more photographers out there. And of course, we're on Facebook and you can find us
Yeah.
there as well. So I think that's about it for today's show. So, Rebecca, thank you so much. It's been
Thank you.
fantastic. You've been a wonderful, wonderful guest, and I'm just excited about maybe I'll get into it. I don't know. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I'll leave that up to you
Thank you
because
so
you're
much.
the professional in that area. And so thanks, Rebecca. Thanks everybody for watching. And we'll see you all again next week on Snapshots and Stories. So keep taking photos, folks, and we'll talk soon. Bye for now.
Great. Bye.